Alright, I'm shorting DRIO this morning. I'm trying to short 4,000 at 185, but I need this bid to pop up. I need them to come up for me if I can. I mean, I may adjust this down a little bit, but I don't want to. I'll adjust it down a little bit here. I'd like them to come up to me. Anyways, then this big candle, this big wick, and then the red crack. That's a lot of weakness to me. I'm going to update this to 180 to see if I can fill the rest.
Order partially filled.
There, we're filling a little bit. I hate to do that.
Order partially filled.
But I think this is going to come back down.
Order partially filled.
To 150 area.
Order partially filled. Order partially filled.
So they're buying up at 180 here. I think I'm going to change the rest to $2. So now they have to come up to $2 and get it, just in case there's a bounce or some sort of covering into a little later on. I'm going to reserve a little bit just so I can average up on any sort of, like I said, spike from buying or shorts covering. DRIO is at $1.80 with a 29.6 million market cap. So it's about 15 million shares. So it's not a low float, but it's not a large float. It's just kind of right in the middle there. 16.4 million. Yeah, but that looks really weak. And then if we look at the longer term chart, this is the past year. You know, sometimes it'll spike up, but it always comes back down the next day. And in the past 3 years, I mean, the highest it's ever been was $6. And we have this consistent bearish downtrend. So they are up on news. They received FDA clearance for a glucose meter, which is actually pretty cool innovation. It's an Israeli company. Just a little bit of a red flag there. But yeah, pre-market notification clearance, blood glucose monitoring system. So it's an app that monitors blood glucose levels for diabetics. So yeah, it's interesting. So good for them, but you know, this is quite a big pop here, from 140 to pretty much 230 something. Yeah, that's a 66% jump. Yeah, that's pretty high. So yeah, I feel good about this short, and we're gonna let this play out. And I'm gonna keep this probably up near 2, maybe 190, see if I can fill the rest with an average up, which is what I would like to do. There's no matching ticker symbol, so that, you know, that weirds me out a little bit. That makes me a little more short biased. I can't find filings on the SEC website. It's an Israeli company, but it's a decent catalyst, decent innovation. It's interesting. I like the chart. That quick overextension, I like to short into that sometimes when I can. Okay, so here we are. DRIO is running a bit. It's squeezing, and there's a lot of scalpers and people buying it up right here, right now. And this is exactly what I wanted, really. This little backside bounce or double top or pop it open that I could average up into and finish my fill. I wanted 4,000. Interactive brokers ran out of shares. There's no more shares to short, even though I put my order in before they ran out. So now I can't get filled to average up and bring this up to, 195, $2, somewhere around there. If I filled my remaining 1,500 at, 204 right now, it would bring it up into the 190s and help out my average because I'm pretty sure this is still going to tank at open, or at least sometime this morning. This is just a scalper squeeze pop here on the backside. This happens all the time, but yeah, a lot of times your brokerage will, let you down, and this is what it looks like. Okay, so it looks like it's cracking after all, and it looks good. All right, I think I'm gonna cover here. I don't like the play. We didn't get the fill. Um, so we just take the money and get out of here. So 174, let's just cover. Okay, so I just covered at 174. So 185 to 174, about 13 bucks in commissions. So we made a couple hundred, 260. So this trade, yeah, it just wasn't a good trade really because we weren't able to average up. Interactive brokers ran out of shares. You can see right here. And we had our orders in early, but they gave away the shares to other people. And so I wasn't able to average up. If I would have been able to average up, then I would have held this longer and we would have had, 4,000 at low 190s. So we could have got 20 something cents for 4,000 shares and made 800. But since we couldn't average up and it's kind of bottoming out here and curling and consolidating at a higher low than the pre-market, I'm not happy with the trade. And 260 is fine. I just want to get out in case something strange happens. I don't want to be involved in any sort of squeeze or get trapped on a trade where I don't like the entry. So it didn't feel good. We still made a couple bucks and it's all right. But yeah, sometimes this will happen where your brokerage will let you down, and in those cases, it's probably best just to get out and move on.